Game Pass is going to ruin the gaming industry. It's going to ruin the creativity in the gaming industry, guys. That's right. Game Pass is the devil in disguise. It is everything that's wrong with current gaming. It has nothing to do with all these corporations just trying to chase the almighty dollar and just trying to go the live service trend. Nope, ladies and gentlemen, it's Game Pass. That's the true devil in disguise that's going to ruin the creativity in gaming. Well, that is according to former PlayStation CEO Shuhei Yoshida. This is coming from an article over at Windows Central. And they're basically pointing out how Yoshida came out and said that he feels that personally that Game Pass is going to stunt the growth of creativity in the gaming market. What in the world are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey, everybody, welcome to the channel. If you guys are finding me for the first time, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. So let's talk about these asinine comments coming from Yoshida. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand why every time there's something going on in the gaming industry, they always look back at Game Pass. Like, Game Pass is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Game Pass, like, let's not, like, who cares that Mario Kart Worlds is $80? No, it's like, no one cares about that because it's all about money and profits and shareholders. But hey, when you want to give the consumer something like Game Pass, that's actually a really good bang for your buck, especially now when we have games like South of Midnight. We have games like Doom Dark Ages, Avowed that came out. We had so many different games. Like, I can't even say them all. Like Avowed, South of Midnight, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, Doom Dark Ages, Clair Obscur Expedition, Metaphor just came on there. Like so many great games and bargain for your dollar over on Game Pass. But nope, Game Pass is bad. It's the devil, ladies and gentlemen. It's dangerous for creativity in the gaming market. I don't understand how a CEO for a corporation that has 12, soon to be 14 canceled live service games, because I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think Fair Games is coming out, and I don't think Marathon is coming out. So we're at 12 canceled live service games from the PlayStation market, soon to be 14. You know, they paid $3.9 billion or something crazy for Bungie, and they're over there plagiarizing art assets in the game. But that's not dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. No, that is not dangerous. Game Pass, a subscription service, is dangerous. You know, I remember hearing the same exact thing when Netflix came out. Oh, Netflix is dangerous to the market. Netflix was dangerous to the market. Yeah, it was dangerous to like the mom and pop rental stores and like blockbusters and stuff like that. But now everybody and their mother wants a streaming service. Like, you got Disney Plus, HBO Max, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, like Peacock. Like, there's just like tons of them. If anything, Game Pass is just the first of its kind when it comes to the gaming world. Like, PlayStation Plus does the same thing, except for PlayStation Plus is almost as much money, if not more, than Game Pass, and you don't nearly get as many good things about it. Like, you don't get day and date games. You have to wait a long time to get these games. It's like PlayStation Plus is like the like generic version of Game Pass. It's nowhere near as good. And then Nintendo's trying to come out with like their online service, and they give you old games and all this. Game Pass is actually giving you the you know what you pay for, right? You're getting new release games. Not, I don't know about you guys. The market's high out there, right? The economy is bad. I can't afford $60 to $80 for all these games to come out. I can't. Like, Mario Kart is $80. Can someone explain to me why? Oh, it's open world. Oh my God. Like, Forza hasn't done that already at $20 less. But like Mario Kart World's $80. I can't afford to buy all these games. Game Pass gives me the option. Game Pass gives me the option for $12 a month PC Game Pass or $17.99 a month. You save tons of money on these games. Like, just the games alone, I played South of Midnight, I played Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Doom Dark Ages. For those 3 games alone, for 1 month of Game Pass, those games alone would have cost me like what? $180 to play if I would buy each and every one of them. That's not feasible in this economy. It's not. Some people can, some people can't. And I hate the phrase, oh, you're broke or get your money up or blah, blah. Like, wanting to save money is not a dumb thing, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me if I want to save money, right? Like, I have money. Money is not an issue. I have money. I can show you my bank account. That doesn't mean I want to blow it on Mario Kart World or an overpriced Switch 2 or anything like that. I just don't understand how Yoshida can come out here and say that Game Pass is dangerous and it stunts creativity in the market when PlayStation is out here trying to dive heavily into the live service market. We seen the leaks. I didn't make this stuff up. They have tons of live service games, and like Helldivers came out. That's great. Helldivers should have been on multi-platform. Would have made PlayStation a lot of money. But you know what? Even Helldivers, the developers of Helldivers, like, you know what? We're leaving. We're not sticking around. They left PlayStation because they didn't like PlayStation's model. PlayStation completely screwed over Helldivers. Helldivers came out, and it for like 2 months, it was like the biggest game on the market on both PlayStation and PC. And what do? They have these stupid forced policies of you have to sign into PlayStation Network in order to play on PC, and they completely like crippled the Helldivers community on PC because they were greedy. They wanted those numbers, you know? But Yoshida is over here is just going like, yeah, man, Game Pass is dangerous. You know, meanwhile, you got the corporation that he worked for that is just trying desperately. Like, you can smell the desperation on PlayStation, just wanting to get into the live service market. They want that Fortnite. They want that type of like live service revenue that just comes in month after month, and they're investing so much money, and they just failing. Like Concord failed. So many different projects that you just look failed. And like I said, Marathon and Fair Games doesn't look like it's gonna be that much better going into if these games even release. So I don't understand why Yoshida said what he said. I disagree. As someone who is a consumer, I think that Game Pass is very much a consumer-friendly product. And if anything, I think Game Pass sparks creativity because anybody can get into Game Pass. Anybody. Like, doesn't matter if you're a small indie developer, doesn't matter if you're a big blockbuster. Like, there's a room for everybody on Game Pass, and there's so many different varieties. Like I said, just in the past month or two, I played South of Midnight, Oblivion Remastered, Doom Dark Ages, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Each one of those games are completely different. South of Midnight, a nice little small platforming game that takes place in the South with South folklore. Doom Dark Ages, a run and gun, just absolute massacre, slaying demons. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, a JRPG game that is made in France by 35 people that really captured the heart and spirit of what JRPGs used to be. And a classic like Oblivion, just completely remastered, like a remake from the ground up. These are 4 completely different games that are very creative. So how can you sit there and say that Game Pass is dangerous because it's going to stunt creativity when I just named 4 games that went into Game Pass just this past month alone, all completely different? And if I was a consumer, I wouldn't be able to buy all those games in 1 month. I wouldn't be able to play all 4 of those games. I would have had to pick and choose. And I would have been like, okay, well, I'm going with Expedition 33. Not being able to play South of Midnight, not being able to play Doom, but being able to have Game Pass allows me access to play those games. You have games like Blueprints right now that people are talking about is possibly Game of the Year on Game Pass right now. Metaphor, which was nominated for Game of the Year last year, is on Game Pass right now. So to say that Game Pass is on creativity, it's the opposite. It's sparking creativity. It's growing creativity. You force in live service games on the consumer, that is limiting creativity. Yoshida is completely off the mark here. I have no idea what this gentleman is talking about. I don't like, he is so out of touch. I think there's a lot of people over at PlayStation right now that is extremely out of touch with reality and what gamers want. Gamers don't want, first of all, live service games are so hard because you only have so much time to invest in live service games, right? Like I was playing the First Descendant for a while. I was playing hardcore for like a month, but there's only so much time I can dedicate to that game. And then something else comes out and I have to move. You can't play, like, there's so many people playing Fortnite and Overwatch 2 and all these other type of free-to-play games, mind you. These are free-to-play games, and Sony's out here trying to charge you full price for Concord. And these are free-to-play games that has large player bases. Games like Marvel Rivals. These have large player bases, right? You can't expect people to jump over to your live service game, pay like a full price, whether it's $50, $60, whatever, pay a premium price for your game and invest all those hours. That's not how it's going. Like, it's just not how it's going. Game Pass gives you options. It gives you more creativity, if anything. So I don't understand what Yoshida's actually saying. I think he's completely off the mark, and I think that him and people that think like him is out of touch with what really is going on in the eyes and brains of gamers, and consumers need more options. Game Pass gives you that more options. If anything, I would say we need more subscription services. We need more subscription services that gives us more options, because right now it just costs way too much to game. And gaming is a hobby. It's not a necessity. Gaming is something I do for fun. I don't need to game to live. And Game Pass gives me the options. So I think Yoshida's nuts, but that's just my thoughts on it, guys. I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about Yoshida's comments? Leave those comments in the comment box below. Smash that like and subscribe button, and I will catch you guys all next time.